would have been houses, right? If we looked at that like drawing up there, all in here would be houses. All along over there was houses, right? There would be like 20 like houses here. When I say houses, like our houses were for an entire like family, right? There could be up to, like 100 individuals in one house. Governance wasn't like the way it is now. Just really highlight that reality. We live in a world where the 1% are the like rulers and the rest of us are the workers. In the old world, it wasn't like that at all. Each house was an independent like unit from each other house, and each house was led by a Xwaaqwu'um, which we like translate to the word like chief, but it doesn't really translate, because the word like chief is actually a very Western word. Xwaaqwu'um is the representation of the house, not the leader of the house, the rep. Xwaaqwu'um is usually a man, but it can also be a woman. But to understand how they acquire that role, it has to do with their name. You don't choose a child's name until they're usually a young adult. Then you receive a name. And it's almost always women who choose their name. And their name is linked to their lineage. Not just, oh, I'm going to use any name and use that name. No, every house, every lineage, every like genealogy has a specific list of like names. And a lot of those names have like roles and responsibilities. And so a like chief or a Xwaaqwu'um was the individual who wore the Xwaaqwu'um like name. So a woman would obviously have to like choose his name. So even if he is, like the leader, he's only there as a result of the like women who said he is the one. What do I mean by it wasn't like a 1%? In the Western world and in a lot of the world, there's a standing like army. If you don't listen to the leader, you have to answer to the army. Not in our world. No one was, just a warrior. Everybody was a warrior. Everybody was a harvester. Everybody was a hunter, right? No one was, just a warrior all the time. So if the Xwaaqwu'um wanted the house to act a specific way, let's like argue the Xwaaqwu'um wanted to, like raid, like another house. If all the individuals in that house did not want, like to raid, they would just replace the Xwaaqwu'um with the one who would walk as the will of the whole house. So they weren't the ones to actually choose. They were the ones to watch what everybody else wanted and to act as how everybody wanted to act. So that actually means the majority of the house had the ability to choose how like resources were used, how like jobs were distributed, who had what, right? It was all the will of the house, not just the will of the one. So there would be all of these houses here, and they would all work in unison, right? That everybody knew that everybody had to help everybody else, and in order for everybody to thrive. So they'd act as like independents, but also as one.